Sarah?
And the biggest concern, Betty, this morning is the Italian borrowing costs because they have spiked near the highest point in the history of the euro. Right now, we are seeing some relief for Italian bonds, but everything could change based on that vote that you were talking about a little bit later this morning. Barclays Capital says Italy may be beyond the point of no return in becoming the next victim of the debt crisis. And the reason why? The yield has risen so high. There it is over the course of the year, and you can see we're near the highest point, and we're very close to the 7% level. 7% is a really important point to watch because that is the point where Greece, Ireland, and Portugal before it had to leave the market and go ask the EU and the IMF for help. It just gets too expensive for these governments to borrow. Now, the important points that you need to know today, of course, that big vote which could determine whether Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi stays in power. That debate starts at 9:30 this morning. Now, the other big political headache investors are watching in Athens. George Papandreou on his way out. He's resuming talks today with the opposition to decide on the country's next leader. And finally, I want to point out this glimmer of hope here in Europe. Germany's exports turned out they surprisingly rose last month for the second month in a row. You can see, add it all up, European stocks are higher right now, and in fact, they're trading higher for the first time in 3 days. But it could all change. Strategists say if Berlusconi actually wins this vote, that could hurt confidence because investors have shown they want to see a change as the epicenter of the debt crisis, Betty, shifts to Italy, the third biggest economy in Europe.
Okay, Sarah, thank you. We are certainly watching.